I'm just dropping off at the Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal, which is the ferry that goes from Vancouver Island to Vancouver, basically. And I've got about $480 on right now. It has been a busy Sunday night. There was one call while I was just trying to relax and watch some videos, and I got this call that was way up in Langford at the top of Bear Mountain, and I rejected it because it's ridiculous to go that far to pick somebody up. And then it said, this was a designated call for you. If it was an error that you rejected it, please contact the base. Okay, so I called the dispatcher and I said, what's up? He said, well, it was a trip going to the airport. And it'd be about $80 from where the trip was to the airport. And I said, yeah, well, it's kind of ridiculous sending me so far to get the thing. He says, well, you're within your rights to reject it. And I said, well, had the thing told me that it would be a run to the airport, I would have maybe considered accepting it. And I asked him, did anybody accept it yet? And he said, no. I said, okay, give it to me again and I'll take it. So I ended up racing all the way out to the top of Bear Mountain to get these people and bring them out to the airport. And I had my generous customer too. I had him going $40 each way for $23 fares. And now I had this last one, which was a total surprise, and had no idea it would be going to the ferries. Hopefully our punctual driver won't be there on time this morning. It's going to take me about 25 minutes to get into town, another 10 minutes to fuel, and whatever, I'm going to be late. But he didn't work yesterday, so maybe he's not working today. That's a possibility. Yeah, I'm just tired, and I did get some sleep in a couple times. This whole thing is just getting really old. I don't enjoy working anymore. I maybe mentioned that already. Oh, yeah. Well, there isn't much else to say except gotta drive back into town. So I got 4 nights to go this week, and see you tomorrow probably. This particular Monday night was pretty weak. I had fewer trips than I usually do, by around 8 or 9. I didn't have that many trips. I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I had 11 trips the whole night. It was just quiet and slow. Still, a few of those trips had some good length to them, so I still did $230. Now, $230 is a lot for the number of trips I did. It's an average of $20 a trip. That's really good. Usually the average is 10 or less, or maybe a bit over 10, somewhere around there. So now the time is 5:15, and I'm heading towards the car wash because this morning I have to wash the car I have to make a small bank deposit, I have to fuel the car, and I have to park it. Then I need to walk home, and it looks like I'll be driving my private vehicle, my own car, to the chiropractor's office. Because this rain is just not something I want to walk in more than I absolutely need to. And I absolutely need to walk between where the car parks and where I live. It's just been nasty all night. Makes me not want to be out here at all, if you understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, I did 230 on 11 trips. I just got lucky with a few longer ones, that's all. I had one really short one too. This guy went from one of the homeless shelters to Denny's, which was basically 2 blocks away. Okay, he was using a walker to get around, and it was raining, yes. But the total fare was $4.70, and the meter starts at $3.40. So there you go. What else? I seem to be getting over the last of this virus or thing that I had. Nose is just a little bit stuffy. Just a little bit in the sinuses. And along with the little bit in the sinuses, I'm still coughing up some loose stuff. You know, it sort of drips from the back of the nose down the throat, gets in there, and I cough it up. And I bought another pack of Neocitrin just to chase this thing away. And I don't know if it was COVID or a cold. I think it was the Omicron of the COVID. Because it wasn't difficult, it was just inconvenient. I'm tired. Rain does that to me. It makes me sleepy. Is there anything else I need to report? Nah. I think I've said it all already. Okay, 3 more nights to go. Okay. Dropping off at the airport. Time is now 3:54 a.m. So a customer is a guy going north. Oh, I gotta put my seatbelt on. Hold on. Hopefully I don't shake too much here. Apparently this phone's camera has a stability setting, but I've never turned it on. Okay. So yeah, this guy's going to work up north in Yellowknife. He's an airplane maintenance guy, so he maintains the airplanes at the airport in Yellowknife. And I think I've taken him out to the airport before. Anyway, the night excuse me, I'm still a little bit at the tail end of this this whole thing that I got, whatever it is. About 12 hours from now, it will be exactly 2 weeks since the first sniffle, and I'm still coughing a little bit, bringing up a bit of stuff. I didn't take any Neocitran today, or at the beginning of this shift. I took some in the morning after getting home. So maybe if I take another Neocitran when I get home in the morning, I'll be fine. But as it is now, I'm feeling a little better every day and coughing a little less every day. So that's a good thing, or those are good things. So yeah, it was a little bit slow tonight, but I still got 250 on now after dropping this customer at the airport. I had the call before that, was maybe 10-15 minutes before that. I went to pick up the customer, went where I was supposed to go, called the customer to come out. Customer comes out with the dog on a leash. And I said, well, I'm sorry, I don't take dogs, I'm allergic to them. And she says, but I told them. Yeah, right. Had you told them, I just said, well, they didn't tell me. And if they tell me, if I get the message on this data terminal, this pad, if I get the message on the pad saying that customer has a dog, I immediately give the trip back to dispatch. I don't even go for it. Because, okay, I'm at the end of this Omicron or whatever it is, and I don't need to have an allergic reaction on top of that. And it is a respiratory allergic reaction. No, I don't need that. I've got enough trouble, or I've got enough fun with the thing that I got. I don't need an allergy on top of it. Anyway, people lie. It's terrible. They lie. They say, oh, I told them. Yeah, you did. Had you told them, I would have known about it. Yeah, well, let's just say we got 2 more nights to go after this one, and maybe I'll get a little bit more business in the morning. Time is now 6:16. I'm just leaving the car wash. I have yet to deposit some money in the bank and detail the interior and basically fuel up, and then that's gonna be the end. It was a pretty good night. If you consider everything, if you consider how much sleeping I got done and how many videos I watched. I had my generous customer, and I had a couple other longer trips, and I did 325, and I only did about 15 or 16 trips. That's not bad at all. And now I'm just kind of weary. And I've been coughing up some more stuff. It doesn't seem to end anywhere. Yeah. So much for the Wednesday night. I got one more night to go this week, and that's the end of it. One more night to go. Okay, I'll be back for that one more night. Well, I just finished my night. I had was busy for a Thursday night. I did quite well. It started out terrible. Started out getting a fare, or I had to pick up a parcel at the post office. And just as I was getting to the post office, it was giving me a trip. And the trip was far away, and I just said, to hell with that. I'm going to go to the post office and get my parcel. As soon as I'm coming out of the post office, I get a call to a shopping mall, but it doesn't say what part of the shopping mall to go to. So I had to call up the customer and ask, what part of the shopping mall are you at? Took that customer where he was going. And then I was on my way home, and I got home, and I dropped the parcel off at home. As soon as I got back to the car, I was being sent a long distance to a supermarket. And as I was getting to the supermarket, the call was about 10-12 minutes old. I saw another cab pulling away from there just as I was arriving. Hear the birds. Won't be long before daylight. So there was nobody there. And then to add insult to injury, it was trying to send me a distance twice as far to get the next one, which I rejected. Then I was waiting for a red light, and it was sending me to a restaurant just around the corner. Still have a bit of a cough, but it's getting better. And that one went a long distance. She went out to the ferries. And I had a few fares that went a good distance. And enough of them so that I had, at the end of the shift, $390. And I'm tired. And I'm walking home. It's the end of my week, but I got a busy weekend. I got to do some laundry. I got to get some groceries. And I got to put this video together. Hope yours is better than mine.